So here I'm scanning a motorcycle side cover with the Revopoint Pop 2. You can see I've sprayed on the surface some ASA blue scanning spray, and a trick I'm using is I have a crumpled up towel in the background. This is not my original idea, I saw it in a video somewhere, but the problem with scanning larger sort of flat surfaces that don't have many features is it's really easy to for the scanner to lose position, but when you add a bunch of features to the background, in this case by crumpling up a towel, the scanner can easily track all of the features that are on the towel, and then the surface you wanted to scan is there in the foreground, and it's being properly tracked. I find that when it looks like points are a little bit off, if you just merge the point cloud, it gets right back to being good again. So that's what happened there. Taking another go at scanning. This is sped up to four times speed of real life, and you can see there it's really locking on to the towel. Again, it looks a little bit off, but once we merge the point cloud and then especially do the mesh, all the points kind of go to their correct spot based upon all the features in the towel. At a certain point, it takes a really long time to keep merging point clouds, so I often find that it's quicker just to do multiple scans. The caveat is that you have to have scans that are detailed enough that when you go to align them, it's easy to align them. It's really fast to do a bunch of very small scans, but then it's nearly impossible to align them. So again, I'm starting and stopping here when it seems like the scan is saying green, but it seems like some of the points are a little bit off. I just stop it, merge the point cloud, and that usually fixes the issue there. And again, you can see it's really picking up that towel in the background, and that's why we're able to scan this surface. So here's kind of my second mesh. I didn't show any more of the scanning because it's sort of repetitive. Here's the six final meshes. So on the left is the original, and then on the right is the cleaned up versions. So again, all these should have enough details that it's easy enough to align them, which is what we're going to do next. So within this Revo Studio software, I was able to use the automatic alignment feature for most of these. So you just pull in your two meshes, hit the automatic mode, and as long as there's enough overlap, it should just work from the automatic mode. So that's what we're going to see here. Let it think a second. It's good. We're going to pull in the next one. Again, there's plenty of overlap, so we can just use the automatic alignment mode. Looks good. Another detail scan of this sort of top left area, but again, there's enough overlap that the automatic mode works fine. One more little scan of sort of the back area. There's going to be enough overlap that the automatic mode works okay. This is an example where the automatic mode did not work for me. You can see my second scan I'm trying to add here is a little bit smaller. So what we're going to do instead is use the point selection assist mode within this software. So I just click on, the more points the better, but I was able to get away with 4 points here. So I click some obvious points like corners in both models and both meshes, and then this sort of helps the software match the meshes better. Without this, just using the automatic mode, it went in totally the wrong spot. But as long as you get these points close, I usually have pretty good success. So we've gone ahead and identified the same 4 points on both meshes. We'll let it think. And it's good. So now let's just make a final mesh, which will help clean up the model a little bit more. Alright, there's our final mesh. I'll just rotate around it a little bit. So there's definitely some imperfections on the edges, and then this could obviously be made a little better if I had scanned the backside as well. But I would consider this a success. This is the largest thing I've scanned, having the scanner so far for a little under a year. And this was definitely made possible by that towel trick that was explained in the beginning. Without that, you'd have to use a lot of markers, but the towel trick I found was very easy to implement.